Hello to everyone. I hope everyone is in good health and peace. Watch out for the great chaos in finance this week. Many people will have sudden changes in their lives this week. Fadime Birel, as an astrology diary, I try to share the predictions of astrology with you. In this video, I will try to share the effects of the transits in the sky between May 10th to 16th on the signs. The most important date of this week will be May 11th, 2021. Many people will remember this day for their lifetime. The new moon will occur on May 11th at 21 degrees Taurus. Over the past 2 weeks, we've collected many issues in our lives. Some issues are over. We've pointed out the beginnings for some topics. We're going to start now. We will add innovations to our lives in the next 6 months. If you have a 21-degree Taurus effect in your natal chart, watch out for sudden and new issues. There may be sudden and great beginnings in your life. I will explain the effects of the new moon on May 11th in the horoscope section. The second most important topic of this week will be the conjunction of the moon and the North Node. We will start to accept the innovations that have joined our lives since June 2020 more easily. We will start to question the mistakes we made in the past. We will put these in more words. We will start speaking more clearly. Communities will start to make more and more voices. I talked about astrological signs in previous videos. I said that what happened in the past years points to the next years. The date range I will tell you this week. From June 1975 to July 1977. What has changed in the world during this date? What has developed between countries? Which country has had turning points in his life? How did the economy, development and constraints be experienced? What were the games of the countries on each other? What were their pressures? We need to analyze well between June 1975 and July 1977. This analysis will indicate what will happen between January 2020 and February 2023. Likewise, we need to analyze our own lives well between June 1975 and July 1977. What did we go through in those days? What did we do wrong? What happened to the radical changes in our lives? What did we start? Now we will experience similar ones. This week, Jupiter will enter Pisces on May 14, 2021. It will remain in Pisces until the 28th of July 2021. Make a note of what you will experience during this date range, because these will give you the signs for between December 2021 and December 2022. What you will experience now will be the trailer between December 2021 and December 2022. My predictions for the period between the 14th of May and the 28th of July are as follows. Floods, rains and landslides will be experienced more. With the storm and wind, there will be more floods. We may encounter floods and wind events that will damage the fields and plants. We will experience these very much next year as well. Between the 14th of May and the 28th of July, more topics related to art, emotional issues, psychology, health issues, restrictions will be on the agenda. Trainings on these subjects will be more. Freedoms in these matters will be discussed further. Legal issues will be discussed further on these issues. Those who have jobs in health and psychology, those who are interested in mystical issues, those who do business with their intuition will earn more money between the 14th of May and the 28th of July. In other words, they will earn the most money in the next year. I think you should invest in health, psychology, mysticism right now. Mars is moving in Cancer. Home, family and country values continue to be on the agenda more. Past experiences are trying to come to the fore again. Ancient history and archaeology will be discussed more. Studies on these issues will come to the fore more. Personally, we will experience our emotions more intensely within ourselves as Mars progresses in Cancer. Instead of talking, we will put more pressure on our emotions. We will customize many topics. There will be more susceptibility. We will want to make decisions with intuition rather than facts. This will cause us to make mistakes. The repressed emotions will explode suddenly and we will come to the stage of harming both ourselves and our environment. Therefore, if we express our feelings and emotions more clearly, everything will be easier. I think you should take this into consideration. There will be more voices about freedom this week. Within some countries, there will be more uprisings and riots. Sudden developments will cause great chaos, especially in countries with dictatorship at the beginning of the week. There will be a sudden and big development in economy and money at the beginning of the week. This development will be a matter of concern to the whole world. Children will be discussed more within the country in America. There may be a sudden development in the country regarding children or young people. Issues related to the health of children or young people may be raised. This will be discussed much within the country. This week in the Netherlands, there will be a sudden development in the country on May 13, 2021. This topic will be the beginning of some events. There will be a constant agenda until June 10th. Discussions, tense situations will be more until mid-June. Issues related to children and young people will be more on the agenda. Health issues and restrictions, which have been on the agenda in recent months, will continue until the end of May. Unfortunately, the Netherlands will have a hard time in the economy for 2 years. However, if they bring technological developments to life more this year, they will be successful. Technological investments will contribute more to the economy of the Netherlands. Stones will move after June 10th in Iran. There will be big changes within the country. The 8th of August 2021 marks the big change for Iran. There will be tense situations within the country this week. There will be positive developments in the business world. However, this will not be in favor of the people. In our country, there will be an unexpected event about the neighbors at the beginning of the week. There will be a lot of talk in these social channels and social settings. Unfortunately, the pessimistic picture regarding the economy in our country continues. Actually, there are solutions, but there are those who do not want to see and implement. As of May 14th, tourism will become more active. In our country, new decisions regarding the election will be discussed on May 13th, 2021. The issue related to the election will be more on the agenda. On June 10th, 2021, clear decisions about the election can be announced. Critical dates for the end of September and the beginning of October. After the 19th of November 2021, a new process will begin in our country. If you want me to comment on which country, you can write in the comments. You can send an email to astrologygunlagu@gmail.com regarding the subjects you want to ask or about consultancy. I prefer to send the birth chart analysis in writing for it to be permanent. You can send an email for birth chart analysis in the language you want. Now I will share the effects of the transits in the sky between May 10th to 16th on the signs. I will write the minutes regarding the horoscopes in the explanations section below. By clicking on the minutes, you can progress to your signs faster. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars, Saturn, Aries. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between May 10th to 16th on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch this video in English or Turkish. You can also watch it with subtitles in other languages. Money will be the most important subject for you this week. In recent months, money subjects have always been on your agenda. In the first days of the week, you may encounter a sudden development regarding money. This new development will always be on your agenda in the coming months. Do not risk money at the beginning of the week. Don't risk money in unfamiliar areas. This week, new investment topics will also appear. Sudden events also point to good developments in making money. You can get news about making money when you least expect it. There will be opportunities for large investments. However, avoid taking risks. When you say you will make a lot of money, there may be a risk of losing your money. Take small steps. This week, you may also be interested in financial matters of your siblings, relatives or people in your immediate circle. You can do talks with them about money. You will use the communication tools a lot this week. This will benefit you with money. However, when you use communication tools too much, you may experience distraction. It will be difficult to gather your senses. You can do a lot of research this week, especially on monetization subjects. This week, you should be more careful with your family and money. Money subjects related to your spouse and parents may also come up. A new money subject about your spouse may come to your agenda. This topic will be on your agenda for 6 months. You may encounter good opportunities this week to buy a house and to buy real estate. You can also evaluate this. This week, you will be able to organize your business and home affairs more easily. New subjects about your home and family will come to your agenda. You may also encounter some tense situations with your parents. There may be changes in their life. You will accept this. New job seekers can find jobs in the real estate industry, construction, investment areas, decoration-related areas, and the catering industry. If you have a job, it will be easier to do your chores at home. By using communication and information tools at your home, you can collect your work more easily. This week will be a good week in your home to take care of plants, cook, and decorate your home. Mars and Saturn signs Aries. Your business will be very busy this week. If you are patient with this intensity, you will be successful. If you are not patient, you may have to change your job. This week will be suitable for changing jobs, changing workplaces, promotions at work. You can make these changes. In the next 2 years, you will be more interested in intuition, mystical subjects, psychic powers, even astrology. You will improve yourself in these areas. By using these areas, you will renew yourself spiritually. In the next 2 years, you will be working on social rights. You will do more studies on the rights of people, animals and other living things. You will lead on these subjects. You will always be on the front lines in these matters. In the next 2 years, you will be more interested in animals. You will also make monetary gains in areas concerning mortars. You can earn monetary gain by working in e-commerce, social media and social fields. Thank you for your comments, for subscribing to my channel before looking in detail day by day. This gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 10th to 16th, day by day, you may experience a sudden change in monetary matters at the beginning of the week. This can be positive or negative. You should be careful. You will also encounter the new money subject. At the beginning of the week, you may encounter a new development in terms of money related to your family, parents, spouse. You may experience sudden changes. In the middle of the week, you will have talks with those around you. There will be a great innovation in the lives of your siblings or people around you. You will witness this. You will add new subjects related to communication, media, logistics and marketing to your life. If you start about these innovations, you will progress more easily after June 10th. At the weekend, you will spend time at home. You can make changes to your home. You can move houses and make major repairs at home. Those who have a marriage plan can organize your organizations at the weekend. This will be a long-lasting marriage. At the weekend, you can get news on new topics related to your spouse. I wish you a good week. You should also follow your moon sign for signs related to your emotional life, Mars and Saturn for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Taurus. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between May 10th to 16th on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch this video in English or Turkish. You can also watch it with subtitles in other languages. This week is your week. Happy birthday to those born this week. I wish you many healthy years. You have had great difficulties for the last year. Your psychology was very difficult. It has been difficult to control your health. You had to take care of the health of those around you. You are indecisive about your relationships. On the one hand, you tried to fight for freedom. On the one hand, when you were free, you started to be alone. It was also difficult to accept this. In the last 2 weeks, you've done a lot of judgment within yourself. I hope you did. You thought of your relationships, your work, your family. You have tried to draw some conclusions from these. You have to gather your energy now. You have to leave past subjects behind. After this week, a new period will begin in your life. You have to prepare yourself for this. It will be easier to get your psychology together this week. Seize this opportunity. At the beginning of the week, you can make a big decision about your life. This may be a decision outside of your plans. You can also start a big change in your life by getting news that you do not expect. You should also be prepared for unexpected subjects. There will be a sudden and big change in your life. You will always remember this throughout your life. It will take time to accept this change. Your life will change completely after the 19th of November 2021. You will have to make drastic changes in your life. You will talk a lot about money this week. You can spend money on communication tools. New investment subjects will also be on your agenda. You can do research on new investments. This week, you will be very busy in the fields of press, media, communication, logistics and advertising. If you are looking for work, you can find jobs in these fields. If you have a job on these subjects, you will be working at an intense pace. You will make innovations in these areas. You have to. If you include these areas in your business, you will be more successful. You will be more successful if you innovate in your business in these areas. This week, you may witness a big change in the lives of your siblings, relatives and people in your immediate circle. Your relationships with them will no longer be the same. You will encounter innovations in your relations with them. This week, you will spend more time with your siblings, relatives or people in your immediate circle. New subjects related to them will come to the fore. You may have to accept these innovations. Subjects related to your job are still on the agenda. Until the end of this year, you will always come across business subjects. There will be sudden business developments this week. This may be an unexpected situation. It could be a dream job. You will see that you will take steps regarding this. This week, it may be difficult to physically change yourself. You may be indecisive about aesthetics and beauty subjects. This indecision can result negatively. If you put it off, it might be better. You can make expenses related to aesthetics and beauty. Business subjects will always be on your agenda for the next 2 years. You will be tested on the job, you will gain success, and you will experience many changes. You will experience sudden changes. If you prepare yourself for this, you can immediately apply Plan B in sudden changes. Before looking in detail day by day, thank you for your comments, for subscribing to my channel. This gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 10th to 16th, day by day, you can start at the beginning of the week on matters such as crypto money. You will be dealing with these subjects for 5 years. However, there will always be risks in your life when it comes to winning or losing. You should pay attention to this. Your energy will be very high at the beginning of the week. You will make some decisions about your work, family life, and education life because you will feel strong. You will make new decisions. You will implement these decisions later. You can make an appointment per week for your job interviews. You will be successful in these negotiations. You will be successful at the beginning of the week in education. With the new news you will receive at the beginning of the week, you may experience a sudden and big change in your life. In the middle of the week, the money subject will be on your agenda. You will now accept the innovations about money that you have come across in recent months. You will change your mind about money, your mind about making money. You will add the subject of making new money to your life. You will make a start in new investment subjects. You will have emotional times with your siblings and relatives at the weekend. You will spend time with them. You will accept the changes in their life. I wish you a good week. You should also follow your moon sign for signs related to your emotional life, Mars and Saturn for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Gemini. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between May 10th to 16th on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch this video in English or Turkish. You can also watch it with subtitles in other languages. This week will have two major impacts for you. The new moon, which will take place on May 11th, will spiritually allow you to leave the past behind. You will feel very constricted. You will feel as if you are an impatient, newborn child in the womb. You will feel a great energy to be born as soon as possible, to start things. However, there is still time for your birth. So try to use this energy to cultivate yourself. Try to do something for yourself a little more. Spend more time with yourself this week. Make your dreams a little clearer. Make your goals a little clearer. Gather what you have accumulated inside. Where do you want to flow? Think about these. Consider the options you've come across in recent months. You are at a crossroads, so make good judgment of that. Which option will you decide? Consider this. But you will wait a little longer to decide and to come out. You will have a little more patience. After June 10th, you will be reborn. If you prepare yourself well for this newborn, it will be really good for you. You will earn what you deserve. This week will be the conjunction of the moon and the north node on a date that matters to you. This conjunction, which will be at 10 degrees on May 13th, 2021, will be very important for you. Spiritually, you will now completely move away from the past. You will feel this very well. You will understand better that you have to leave the past behind. Perhaps an event that will pop up suddenly will cause you to understand this. You should check your energy on May 13th, 2021. You should avoid sudden movements. You just have to focus on yourself. You have to accept the innovations that will come up. This will give you light for your goals and dreams. You will use the communication tools a lot this week. This will tire you very much. However, it will also bring out very nice new developments. This week, there will be good developments in terms of money. You will come across new investments, new ways to earn money. You will have a lot of conversation about these. If you have foreign affairs, you will have more talks on these subjects. In these matters, you are already in a lucky period until the end of the year. You will be lucky in your work abroad this week. You should take advantage of the opportunities that come your way. About the long haul, since the beginning of the year, you started to feel like you were constrained. This feeling will last for 2 years. However, you are actually in a lucky period when it comes to long journeys and long journeys. Only if you are disciplined, determined, and learner, you can get this chance. Always record the innovations you encounter. Record what you have just learned. You will need these. There will be many long distances, foreign affairs, and sudden events. So, don't be offended by these subjects. Just make your dreams. Set your goals. Because this year, your dreams about abroad and long journeys will definitely come true. Just imagine. When the time comes, you will act suddenly. Be prepared for that too. Your love affair will be on the agenda this week. You will now clarify your ideas about your love relationship. As I mentioned above, you will rejuvenate yourself while remaining on your own. You will also want to make clear decisions about your love affair. In the last few months, you will be putting confusing topics about love on the table. You will judge. This week, you'll clarify your indecisions about love a little more. Your feelings will be a little mixed this week. So you can only exchange ideas about your love affair. You can make interviews. You can argue yourself. You can get support from someone else. However, you will not be able to make a clear decision. You will only experience intense emotion about your love relationship this week. But you can make clear decisions later. This week, money subjects related to your business will also be on your agenda. You will discuss financial subjects related to your job. Thank you for your comments, for subscribing to my channel before looking in detail day by day. This gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 10th to 16th, day by day, during the first days of the week, you will want to replenish your inner energy. You can meditate and be interested in mystical subjects. You have to create environments that will refresh your psychology. At the beginning of the week, you will start learning new systems to refresh your psychology. You may be a little nervous at the beginning of the week. You have to find quick solutions to this. Otherwise, you may experience health problems. Your energy will be very high in the middle of the week. You can make an appointment in the middle of the week for job interviews and discussions about your relationships. You will start a new process in the middle of the week. A new era will begin in your life. Since your energy will be very high, you will want to move fast. However, this can hurt you. You have to move more slowly. You can make sudden decisions about your emotional life. However, you will not be clear about these decisions. You can change your decisions immediately. You will also be successful in training subjects in the middle of the week. You can achieve great success. You will have a great start with education. You will be clearer about education now. You will accept the innovations. You will talk more about money subjects related to your business over the weekend. There will be new developments in your business related to finance. You will receive new news. You will be interested in new investment subjects. You will make a good start in these matters. It will be the beginning of positive developments. I wish you a good week. You should also follow your moon sign for signs related to your emotional life, Mars and Saturn for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Cancer. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between May 10th to 16th on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch this video in English or Turkish. You can also watch it with subtitles in other languages. This week you will try to tackle subjects that are challenging your psychology. Get ready. The full moon, which took place on April 27th in Scorpio, you have clarified a little bit of questions about your love relationship. But you are still not very clear. Even when you said it's over, maybe you started all over again. Subjects related to love will be on your agenda more in June. The new moon, which will take place on May 11th this week, will be the beginning of good developments for you. Especially in social media, social areas, e-commerce, you will make the most beginnings. You will make new beginnings in your animal projects. You will make a start in food industry related matters. You will make new beginnings in the financial sector. These beginnings will be on your agenda for 6 months. If you are interested in topics such as emotions, spiritual subjects, mystical topics, astrology, psychology, you will be very successful this week in your work in these areas. You will earn more money from these jobs. Since June 2020, you have tried to renew yourself spiritually. Maybe you have new ideas. Maybe you came across a new book. Maybe you did research on spiritual matters. You've improved yourself. I hope you did these. You will have a great opportunity on these subjects on May 13th, 2021. This will open up new windows for you. Accept this and give your life a new direction. This new subject will help you regenerate spiritually. It will increase your confidence in yourself. It will be a new business opportunity. You will also earn more money from this business in June and July. For the past 2 years, you have struggled with your past. The past is now left behind. If you accept this, believe me, life will be easier for you. It will be very good if you leave the topics of the past. Maybe those subjects will come back to you. But if you quit, when it comes back, it will appear refreshed and the way you want it. This week you will spend more time with your friends. You will share emotional and spiritual subjects with your friends. This will do you good. You will not be clear this week in your love relationship. You may experience ups and downs. I think you can live a little bit of it inside yourself. If you do not reveal this to the other person, you will not have any problems in your relationship. You will talk to yourself so much throughout the week anyway. You will get tired of it. To prevent this, deal with different subjects. Watch different genres of movies you haven't watched before. I want to say read a book, but it will be very difficult for you to focus on the book. Maybe you can search for new and different books. This will be good for you. By mid-June, you should always be ready for changes in business. Business matters can make you a little nervous. You will be in a period of ambitiousness. Because of this ambition, you will devote more time to your work. You will also have to stay away from different areas of life. You can make changes this week to move the workplace, change jobs, work in different business-related fields, work in another job-related country, work in another business-related city. You may experience a huge change in work, especially at the weekend. Until mid-June, you can complete the changes related to buying a house, selling a house, moving house, getting married, and divorcing. You will both experience a difficult process and complete the change in these matters. If you are interested in education, you may go through a somewhat difficult process. However, this challenge will lead you to great success. You will be successful this week. You will encounter with innovations related to education. Before looking in detail day by day, thank you for your comments, for subscribing to my channel. This gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 10th to 16th, day by day, in the first days of the week, you can spend more time in social areas and social media. You can make new friends. You can be in new social areas. You can also make plans to spend time with your friends at the beginning of the week. At the beginning of the week, you may suddenly encounter a new opportunity in social media, social areas, e-commerce. These 6 months will be on your agenda. In the first days of the week, you will be successful in your work on human rights, animal rights, rights and justice. If there are legal situations in these matters, you may encounter positive developments regarding them. In the middle of the week, you may be a little nervous psychologically. You will want to soak up yourself and renew your energy. You can renew your energy by spending time in nature and taking long journeys. Your energy will be very high at the end of the week. You will gather the subjects that need to be collected. You will be successful especially in your job interviews at the weekend. You will express yourself well and get good results. You will be covering topics you want to complete or start with in the last months. You will make good beginnings. I wish you a good week. You should also follow your moon sign for signs related to your emotional life, Mars and Saturn for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Lion. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between May 10th to 16th on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch this video in English or Turkish. You can also watch it with subtitles in other languages. This week will be the time of great beginnings for you. Opportunities will pop up suddenly, especially with regard to business. If you take this into consideration, you will start a good process. You have started to get confused in the last few weeks. You want to make a change in your life. However, you don't know where to start. What do you want to change in your life? Start dreaming about it. From the end of June, a big change will begin in your life. You have been so busy with the people around you in recent months that you could not spare time for yourself. You want to be alone now. You want to think for yourself. You want to establish order in your life and add innovations to your life. You will be thinking about that this week. You will think constantly until mid-June. You will dream. You will also do these in June and July. Make your plans, set your goals, and dream. Get ready for big innovations in June and July. The months of July and August will be appropriate for the marriage plan. By doing this, you can make a fresh start. You can plan for these organizations. Especially the marriage organization that you will make in the week of the 8th of August 2021 will start a big change in your life. During the months of June and July, you will also start with your business. You can start a new job, change departments in your business, quit your job, and achieve great success in your job. Accordingly, you can dream now, so you can control the change. Because you will be very busy in June and July, you will not have time to plan. You will have to make changes. This week you will be busy with your work. If you have business in social media, social areas, communication, e-commerce, you will be very busy this week. You will have a lot of interviews about your work. This week you will make a lot of money from these jobs. Opportunities may suddenly appear this week in areas related to social media, social areas, e-commerce and technology. You should use this opportunity so that your perceptions are clear. You will be meeting with your friends this week. You will have talks especially on money matters. There may be some confusion about money. If you are calmer, you will not have any problems. By doing joint business with your friends, you can earn joint money. New job seekers may come across job opportunities in psychology, sociology, mystical issues, real estate, catering, decoration. You should evaluate them. Those looking for new love, you can find new love in friendships, social media, social areas. However, this relationship can confuse you. You will not be clear in your feelings. Those interested in education, you will be successful in your exams this week. You will be very successful in June and July. Since June 2020, you have had to educate yourself on matters related to children or your children. You should leave your old thoughts about your child or your children and add innovations to yourself. Until the middle of 2022, new issues will always come up against you. You will also have to accept them. Before looking in detail day by day, thank you for your comments, for subscribing to my channel. This gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 10th to 16th, day by day. During the first days of the week, if you have a job, you will work at a busy pace. You can get the new business news you expect. You may experience a big and unexpected change in your job. You may also come across new developments and issues that have been dragged on in recent months. You can make an appointment per week for job interviews. You will have high energy related to work. You will be successful in negotiations. You will be able to focus more on new jobs. New job seekers, you may receive unexpected news in the first days of the week. You can start a new job. In the middle of the week, you will spend more time on social media and social areas. You may come across innovations from these areas. These innovations will open new windows for you. You should evaluate this. In these areas, you must make new beginnings. You can also make plans to spend time with your friends in the middle of the week. You will be interested in the emotional life of your friends. At the end of the week, you'll want to soak up yourself. You will want to clear your mind. You will want to renew your energy. The weekend will be a good time to deal with mystical matters, meditation. You can evaluate. I wish you a good week. You should also follow your moon sign for signs related to your emotional life, Mars and Saturn for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Virgo. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between May 10th to 16th on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch this video in English or Turkish. You can also watch it with subtitles in other languages. This week, you may encounter a sudden development abroad. These topics will be on your agenda for 6 months. If you are doing business abroad, you will encounter very important developments on these issues this week. You can make a good start. A new era may begin in your life. Nothing will ever be the same anymore. You can make new beginnings about living abroad, moving to another city. You may encounter a sudden development in this regard. You will be taking long journeys this week. There may be a sudden development regarding the long haul. You may encounter an unexpected and surprising event. In recent months, you have begun to experience changes in your business life. Innovations about your business have begun to appear. You may have started a new job. You may have been promoted at your job. You may have quit your job. You will accept these changes by June 10th. After June 10th, a new era will begin in your business life. Especially, this week on May 13th, 2021, an event related to your business will give a new direction to your life. You will question your relationship with your friends a lot in May and June 2021. You will consider your past relationships with them further. Maybe you will remove your old friend from your life. Perhaps you will see the changes in your old friend's life. New job seekers can find new jobs this week in social media, social areas, e-commerce, anime-related matters, home, real estate, decoration, food industry. May your perceptions be clear. If you have work in home, real estate, decoration areas, you should include social media, social areas, e-commerce in your business. If you do this, you can earn more money by mid-June. New love seekers, this week you may meet someone new in business-related areas. Your colleagues can introduce you to someone new. This week, if you have a job, you will make more money related to your business. In terms of health, you will be constantly tested for the next 2 years. It is as if life will try to teach you something, using health as an excuse. You should leave behind the old methods, old systems, health issues you used to have. If you deal with technology, new systems, mystical issues, and mysterious issues, you will find solutions to your health faster. You can support your health more by taking trainings on these subjects and by educating yourself. Until the end of this year, you can study health issues. You can give training. You will be lucky in terms of health until the end of this year. Make use of this well. Improve yourself. You may need this in 2022. New job seekers can find new jobs in the health sector, public sector, service sector, education-related sectors, social media, social areas. Before looking in detail day by day, thank you for your comments, for subscribing to my channel. This gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 10th to 16th, day by day, you can make your long journey plans in the first days of the week. New issues related to long journeys will come to your agenda. If there is news you expect from abroad, you can get it at the beginning of the week. New business issues related to abroad may also be on the agenda. You will get started with this. Those who are in the education life will come to the agenda at the beginning of the week. In matters related to education, this week, you will have great success. If you have exams, you will be successful. In the middle of the week, you can take a new big step forward with a business. You will start to use new technological tools and systems more. You will start to add innovations related to these to your life. This beginning will cause great success for you in the coming years. You can make plans with your friends at the weekend. You can discuss business issues with your friends. You can witness the changes in your friends' lives. I wish you a good week. You should also follow your moon sign for signs related to your emotional life, Mars and Saturn for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Libra. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between May 10th to 16th on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch this video in English or Turkish. You can also watch it with subtitles in other languages. This week you will be very busy with work. You will both be confused and you will have a lot of work. You will come across new subjects related to your business. Business subjects will be constantly on your agenda this week. Starting a new job, changing the workplace, changing departments at work, leaving the job. There will be changes in these matters. You will encounter innovations in these subjects. This week, you can make interviews about your business abroad. You can take long journeys related to your business. You will make contracts, agreements and signatures related to your work. These new contracts will be on your agenda for 6 months. Those without a job can definitely find new jobs this week. May your perceptions be clear. You can get news from the jobs you have applied before. You can start a new job. Those interested in education. You will be very busy with education in May and June. If you are patient with this intensity, you will be successful. If you cannot be patient, you may fail. Sometimes you will want to quit your education life and go. But I think don't do that. Be patient. Because until the end of June, you will be successful in education. This week you will be holding talks on education subjects. As a result of these interviews, you will receive the news of a great development regarding your education life. It will affect your education life. You will make a start. Debt subjects are still on your agenda this week. Even if your debt forces you, you will find practical solutions. Paying off your debts will be easier this week. You may also experience a sudden development in your debt this week. You may encounter an unexpected debt. You will also encounter innovations in terms of borrowing. Those looking for new love, you can find new love on long journeys, foreign affairs, education-related fields. This is a love subject to begin with can confuse you a little. Making decisions about the relationship can be difficult. Already this year, you are both lucky and undecided about love. Especially since the beginning of the year, you have come across a lot of options. You have considered these options. However, you made mistakes with love. You made quick decisions. Until the end of this year, you will always encounter such situations. You have to learn to be patient with love. For the next 2 years, subjects related to children or your children will be constantly on your agenda. The changes in the lives of your children or your children will cause you to make changes in your life. You will learn a lot from the children. Especially this year, children or your children will be lucky in education. You may spend a lot this week on long journeys, on educational matters. Before looking in detail day by day, thank you for your comments, for subscribing to my channel. This gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 10th to 16th, day by day. In the first days of the week, finance subjects will be on your agenda. You will be intense with debt subjects, invoice transactions. You may come across new developments in matters such as bank loans. If you have problems in your joint work, if there are legal problems about your business, you can get new news about them at the beginning of the week. You will also come across new developments in heritage-related subjects. In the middle of the week, you can take long trips. You can make new plans for long journeys. You will make new beginnings in matters related to abroad. If you are interested in education, new topics will come to your agenda in the middle of the week. You will be successful in training throughout the week. You will add new technological tools and systems to your life. You will make new beginnings in your business at the weekend. You can also sign signatures related to your work. At the weekend, you will start new in business. I wish you a good week. You should also follow your moon sign for signs related to your emotional life, Mars and Saturn for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Scorpio. I will try to explain the effects of the sky transits between May 10th to 16th on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch this video in English or Turkish. You can also watch it with subtitles in other languages. You have gathered what you have experienced in the last months and the last weeks. You will now start a new process. It will be a good week to start with your home, the area you live in, your spouse, your relationships. These beginnings will be on your agenda for 6 months. It will be a good week to buy, sell and move houses. It will be like starting all over again. You can invest in the house. You can buy and sell real estate. You will have talks about these this week. You can sign for these. Those who have a marriage plan can organize your organizations this week. This will be a long-term marriage. You will be taking long journeys this week. You can take long journeys with your partner. However, you may encounter a sudden development. You should be ready for that too. This week, you will come across new issues related to abroad. You may come across innovations in living abroad, moving to another city. Some of your spouse's issues related to abroad may also be on your agenda. The issue of marriage and abroad may come to the fore. Marriage and another city issue may be on the agenda. New beginnings about these may appear on your brow. You will embrace these innovations in the next 6 months. This week you will have discussions on debt issues. It could be a credit issue. You will get positive results in these matters. It may be the beginning of new credit. You will make agreements, and joint affairs related to abroad. These joint jobs will be long-term. Those who are interested in education, this week you will be busy with training topics. Your patience will be tested. If you are patient, you will be successful. You will always be successful in your exams until September. Just be patient. You will see this. Those looking for new love, you may suddenly encounter someone. You may encounter someone unexpectedly. You may come across someone with a different character, living in a different country, speaking a different language, and at different ages. Get ready for a sudden onset relationship. This relationship will be a long-term relationship. New issues may arise regarding your spouse or partner. You may encounter unexpected events. It will be easier to pay off your debts this week. Before looking in detail day by day, thank you for your comments, for subscribing to my channel. This gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 10th to 16th, day by day, you will have a lot of bilateral talks in the first days of the week. In your private or business conversations, new topics will come up and you will make new beginnings. You will come across new developments in legal matters related to marriage or partnerships. These legal issues will be completed in the middle of the week. You will also encounter new developments in legal matters related to relations. In the middle of the week, you should pay attention to your expenses. You can negotiate about debt receivable matters. You can spend money on long journeys. You can spend on education-related matters. New bank transactions may come to your agenda. You should be careful with your accounts. At the weekend, you will come across new topics related to education. You will make decisions about education. You can take long trips at the weekend. You can make long journey plans with your partner. I wish you a good week. You should also follow your moon sign for signs related to your emotional life, Mars and Saturn for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Sagittarius. I will try to explain the effects of the sky transits between May 10th to 16th on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch this video in English or Turkish. You can also watch it with subtitles in other languages. In the last few weeks, everything has started to come to you. Since last year, your life has turned upside down. It was supposed to be like this. You had to accept this situation. The change is just around the corner. However, by mid-June, you will have a difficult time. After that, it will be easier to leave the past behind. In recent weeks, you have become more interested in borrowing matters. You will be dealing with these subjects until mid-June. It could be a loan subject for a new investment, a loan for buying a house, a new loan to pay off your debts, a loan for a new business. You will also be busy with bank transactions. These situations can sometimes overwhelm you. You should also be prepared for this. In the last few weeks, you may come across this week on financial matters that concern your spouse or partner. This week, you will come across positive money subjects related to your spouse or partner. You will discuss money subjects with your spouse or partner. You will have a lot of bilateral talks this week. This can sometimes distract you. It's going to be hard to get your attention this week. If legal subjects and inheritance subjects are also on your agenda, new subjects related to them will come to your agenda. There may be sudden changes in your health this week. You have to be more careful. Especially at the beginning of the week, you will come across new developments regarding your health. This can be positive or negative. You guys be careful. This week you will experience emotional times with your partner. You can make romantic plans. In your love relationship, this week, you can make clear decisions. You can clarify these decisions at the end of May. If you have had some questions about your marriage, your relationship, in the last months, you will be looking for clear answers at the end of May. You will make a decision to end or continue your marriage. But when making this decision, you should also consider that the planets are putting you through a test. If you are patient with this exam, you should know that your relationship will continue well. After June 10th, a new era will begin regarding your relationship. You may think that the person or person you have been in a relationship with has changed in the last few months. However, your perspective on them has changed. If you accept this, You can better understand the changes in the other person. You evaluate your relationships accordingly. This week, you will have talks about buying a house, selling a house, investing. You will start on this in the week of June 10th. Before looking in detail day by day, thank you for your comments, for subscribing to my channel. This gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 10th to 16th, day by day, you should pay more attention to your health at the beginning of the week. Health subjects related to hands, feet, tissues, respiratory tract, neck and head may be on the agenda. At the beginning of the week, there may be sudden changes in your health. You have to be more careful. At the beginning of the week, you will come across new developments regarding your health. This can be positive or negative. You have to be careful. You will have bilateral talks in the middle of the week. A new relationship can begin. A new partnership can begin. This beginning will be the beginning of a long-term relationship. In the middle of the week, you will take new steps in buying, selling and moving houses. You can also complete these at the end of the month. You can organize your marriage in the middle of the week. It will be a weekend when you will make a radical change in your life. You will make a fresh start. In the last days of the week, you will find solutions to subjects that are financially challenging for you. This may be the beginning of a new loan, the arrival of the money you have been waiting for a long time, or the subject of closing your debts. You can make unnecessary expenses. I wish you a good week. You should also follow your moon sign for signs related to your emotional life, Mars and Saturn for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars, Saturn sign Capricorn. I will try to explain the effects of the sky transits between May 10th to 16th on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch this video in English or Turkish. You can also watch it with subtitles in other languages. You will conclude your unfinished relationships from last years. Relationships have been on the agenda more and more in recent weeks. You started questioning your marriage. You started questioning your partnership. You started questioning everyone around you. In recent weeks, changes in bilateral relations have started to appear. This can be positive or negative. This situation will always appear before the end of July. You may encounter tense situations in your private or business relationships. If you are patient in this situation, you will be the winner. If you have had some questions about your marriage in recent years, you will seek answers to these questions in May and June. You will make a decision to end or continue your marriage. But in making this decision, you must think that the planets are testing you. If you are patient, you should know that your relationship will continue well. During May and June, issues related to joint affairs will also be on your agenda. This week, you can start a new partner business. You will look for solutions to some problems between you and your old business partner. If you can't find this solution, you may also experience a breakup with your old business partner. This week will be suitable for buying a house, selling houses, trading real estate. You can make your banking transactions next week. In your love relationship for the last 2 years, you have begun to want to be more free. You started looking for a love that you can live freely. That's why it was difficult to find what you were looking for in your love relationship. You saw this more clearly in January 2021 and February 2021. You had to accept some things. Your love affair has dragged on for a long time. This week you will make new decisions in your love relationship. You will suddenly make a decision and implement it suddenly. New love seekers, you may meet someone new this week. Love can begin at first sight with someone you will suddenly meet. You can fall in love with someone from different countries, different cultures, different languages, and different ages. This love will be a long-lasting love. This week you will have talks about your health issues. You can spend on health. Health issues of you or those around you will be on your agenda. You can spend on aesthetics and beauty. However, this week, the procedures related to aesthetics and beauty may not make you happy. You may not get the results you want about aesthetics and beauty. You may be hesitant. Therefore, You may have to pay twice. This year, you will come across new investment topics. You can make sudden investment decisions. This can cause mistakes. You have to be more careful. You are lucky until the end of the year in terms of investment and money. However, if you overdo this chance, your luck may return. Since June 2020, you have come to realize that you need to change your old ideas about mystical subjects, religious beliefs, psychology, psychic powers, and maybe astrology. While you used to approach these subjects more logically, now you are starting to see them as energy. You can receive training on these subjects in 2021. You can earn money by doing these trainings, either as an instructor or as a job. In 2021 and 2022, your chances of making money from these areas are very high. You should evaluate this. For the next 5 years, you will be involved in your scenes, acting and your work in front of society, projects that started suddenly and ended suddenly. You will not have long-term projects. If you act accordingly, your dreams will not be destroyed. Before looking in detail day by day, thank you for your comments, for subscribing to my channel. This gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 10th to 16th, day by day, you will make new decisions about your love affair at the beginning of the week. You may encounter sudden events related to your love affair. You can start new topics where you will be in front of the public. At the beginning of the week, innovations will begin on subjects concerning children. A baby can come to your home. You can take care of the health of your child or children. You can talk about children's subjects with your spouse. In the middle of the week, you should take more care of your health. You should focus on topics that are good for your psychology and health. You may encounter new health-related subjects. You will take care of the health of your child or children. You can get new news from the health sector, public sector, service sector. You can also start new jobs in these areas. By the end of the week, you will get a head start on your relationships. Those who have a marriage plan can make your organization. Those who have a divorce plan can make a decision about it. I wish you a good week. You should also follow your moon sign for signs related to your emotional life, Mars and Saturn for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Aquarius. I will try to explain the effects of the sky transits between May 10th to 16th on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch this video in English or Turkish. You can also watch it with subtitles in other languages. This week, you will remember what you will experience with regard to home, family, parents, and spouse throughout your life. This week you will spend more time with your family. You will take care of your home. You will make new decisions to move or renovate the house. You will implement these decisions either immediately, or you will apply in July and August. If you have dreams about moving to another city, moving to another country, you will make these dreams come true in July and August. Start dreaming now. You will be taking long journeys this week. You can take a long journey about your love affair. You can take long journeys with your children or your children. You have had a difficult time in your love relationship in the last months. You wanted to make serious decisions in your love affair, but could not. There have been many times when your patience was tested. This week you will have talks about your love affair. You will want to make clear decisions. But you will not be able to make a clear decision. You will make clearer decisions about your love relationship after June 10th. This week you will talk more about children or topics related to your children. You will want to make some decisions on these matters. However, you will not be able to make these decisions. You will make decisions about your child or children after the 10th of June. This week, you can make changes in your home about your child or children. Health subjects will always be on your agenda in May and June. You will receive news about the health of you or those around you. That's why you should pay more attention to your health. Those who do not have a job may come across new job opportunities in the health sector, public sector, service sector, education-related fields. You can come across it in the real estate industry, decoration, food industry, jobs. You should evaluate this. You can also make new discoveries in health-related areas in May and June. You can be more in front of the public and the press about this and in the media. You will also reap successes and gains associated with your new discoveries. You can be a healer for your family, spouse, parents in May and June. You can produce quick solutions to subjects related to their health. You can be with them. This week you may have to take care of the health of your children or your children. You can have checks done. You have to be careful. Since the beginning of the year, you've had a lucky time. From the end of this week, you will be more fortunate with money. You should also evaluate this. Saturn and Jupiter are still moving in your sign. It is as if you are learning many things in your life. You are trying to accept the innovations that suddenly come across. On the other hand, you are trying to make changes in your life. In fact, you are going through a process that should be difficult for you. Because of your easy acceptance of this process and your positive approach, you live in an easy way. When Saturn is in a sign, it forcefully educates the person in that sign. It forces radical changes in your life. It forces changes by education. Saturn is also in Aquarius. However, you are someone who loves changes. You are a person who accepts innovations quickly. You are someone who produces quick solutions to sudden problems. So when Saturn forces you to change, you're already ready for it yesterday. You can immediately accept this and realize this change immediately. Before looking in detail day by day, thank you for your comments, for subscribing to my channel. This gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 10th to 16th, day by day, at the beginning of the week, you will experience a lot of emotion and logic confusion. You will question your marriage. You will make new decisions regarding your marriage. You will want to spend time at home at the beginning of the week. You can make plans to spend time with your family at your home. You can make plans to spend time with your parents. There may be sudden developments or innovations about your parents. At the beginning of the week, you can make radical changes in home moving, home renovations, and home changes. You will make a great new start with your home. You will suddenly decide and apply this. You can take long journeys at the beginning of the week. There will be new developments in your love life in the middle of the week. It may be the beginning of new love, and you can make new and serious decisions in your love relationship. A very important subject related to love may come up. In the middle of the week, you will take care of your child or children. It will come to your agenda on new subjects related to them. These innovations will add innovation to your life. You can make an important start with a child or children. You should pay more attention to your health at the weekend. There will be new developments in health. You may also encounter new health subjects. I wish you a good week. You should also follow your moon sign for signs related to your emotional life, Mars and Saturn for signs related to your work and education life. Sign, Ascendant, Moon sign, Mars sign, Saturn sign, Pisces. I will try to explain the effects of sky transits between May 10th to 16th on your sign. I will post 2 videos. You can watch this video in English or Turkish. You can also watch it with subtitles in other languages. This week you may encounter sudden developments regarding your siblings, neighbors or relatives. In recent weeks, you have been busy with matters related to your siblings, relatives, neighbors. You will take care of them this week. There will be changes about them, especially at the beginning of the week. You will have to accept this. This week you will have talks on subjects related to your home. You wanted to make changes in your home in the last few months. But if you haven't started, you will now make decisions this week. However, you will make the change after June 10th. There have been constant innovations about your spouse in recent months. Sometimes you didn't want to accept them. You walked away from it. Sometimes you accepted and continued your relationship. This week, there will be new subjects regarding your spouse. You will want to make decisions about your relationship. However, this decision will not be clear. After June 10th, you will make clearer decisions about your marriage. This week you will be holding discussions on matters related to your parents. You will also receive new news about their life. It will take some time for you to come to terms with this. In May and June, you will be tested on your love affair. You may sometimes encounter angry situations in your love affair. You may experience quarrels in your love relationship. You will grow this within yourself. You will have a lot of judgment within yourself. You will draw some conclusions on your own. You may experience the problem in communication. This can cause misunderstandings. It can make you make wrong decisions. You can make serious decisions in your happy love relationship. You can finalize these decisions in the week of June 10th, too. Those looking for new love can find new love this week. Great loves start with a fight. You can start a big love by having a discussion this week. This week will be a lucky week in terms of money. From the end of the week, Jupiter will be in your sign. Luck will be on your side now. It will be in your sign from May 14th to July 28th. Experience this well. Even take notes. This will also happen between December 2021 and December 2022. What you will experience now will be the trailer. This week, new investment subjects may be on the agenda. You can make clearer decisions about these investments next year. More topics related to children or your children will be on the agenda this week. You may have to deal with their education subjects. It can happen in tense situations involving children or your children. If you are patient, you can come up with easy solutions. If you work in areas related to children, you can develop your business further by using areas such as home, food, family, emotions, feelings. You will be in front of the crowd in May and June. You will talk about home, food, family, feelings, in public. It will speak to you in communities. You will be more visible. If you are interested in art, performing arts, you will be very busy in May and June. You will be successful. You will talk. You will be spoken. Those who have a marriage plan, if you make these plans this week, you can organize your organizations on the week of June 10th. Before looking in detail day by day, thank you for your comments, for subscribing to my channel. This gives me good energy for new videos. If we look at the week of May 10th to 16th, day by day. At the beginning of the week, you can make plans to meet with your siblings, relatives or people in your immediate environment. There will be some new things in their life, you can get the news of them. At the beginning of the week, you can meet new neighbors. You can meet new relatives. You will want to spend time at home in the middle of the week. You will want to be with your family. Midweek will be appropriate for moving houses and making home renovations. You will experience a radical change in your home. It will be on your agenda in the middle of the week on matters related to your parents. You can get new news about them. In the middle of the week, there will be some new developments regarding your partner. Will you accept this or not? You will consider them. You will make some decisions about your love affair at the weekend. You will experience confusion of emotion and logic in your love relationship. At the weekend you will take care of your children or your children. You may experience confusion of emotion and logic with them. I wish you a good week. You should also follow your moon sign for signs related to your emotional life, Mars and Saturn for signs related to your work and education life.